Now I'll demonstrate the sliding spot kicking system shooting at the end rail first. I'm going to put a ball on every whole diamond all the way down to the corner. And I'm going to use fast speed for all 8, and then I'm going to use slow speed for all 8. So the goal here is just to make a hit. I'm not trying to actually kick that ball into a side or anything. I'm just, if I make the hit, that's my goal here, is to have the accuracy to make a hit, and then you can play with cheating one side or the other to try to make it in a particular spot. But here, again, I'm just trying to hit the 2. I did the first diamond. Now I'm going to hit a ball on the second diamond, and I'm using my sliding spot system. Again, what I'm doing, I'm using the cue as a measuring tool. I'm using known spots on the diamond markers of where to put my tip, and I know from here, I know I'm 1 diamond from the center, so I'm going to go 80% of that. I'm not really doing the math in my head. I can show you how I do it with the pool cue, but I'm taking away sort of the estimation and looking at a table and sort of saying, oh well, a 2-to-1 is here, so I'm a little shorter. I'm gonna go a little longer. Or I need a tip of this. I'm just doing a center ball hit with fast speed at essentially what is the vanishing point off in the distance, and I'm just making a note of where that ends up on the rail that I'm aiming at, and then I just turn around and shoot right back at it. I will say shooting the end rail first really does test your stroke. You can put a tiny bit of English makes the cue ball go way off track. So you really have to have a pure stroke for this. And in fact, these videos were a little bit harder. I did some of the others pretty quickly. These took more than 1 attempt, certainly, to make it all perfect. And I didn't realize until then that I'm kind of in the way on a couple of these shots. I think it's just this one and maybe the next one. Now, interestingly, instead of going shorter than my aiming point, because I'm further down the table, I end up having to back up away from the table in that sort of mirror system. It's not exactly a mirror, but it is that direction, that the vanishing point goes further away from the table as the ball gets further opposite on the table. And eventually you'll see me all the way at the window. So I back up, and now again, the butt of the cue is my aiming point. So I rest that on my hip and I pivot the cue and then look at the rail. I think this one I end up on the table, but and now this one, I can tell you just because I know it's actually right at the wall for my cross corner there. This is where spot on the wall would actually work. It's right on the molding for the window. I'm going to show you that if I line it up, I know the tip goes an inch off my pocket, and my hand's actually on the wall. You can't see my hand's right on the window molding, but I find my spot anyway just to show that the measuring for the sliding spot would work even if I didn't know it ahead of time. Now I'm going to show them at slow speed. And interestingly, this is the only way I can do it in my room. And we sort of start to see the limitations of the sliding spot. You may wonder what I'm doing here. Slow speed is very finicky. So I did my test shot there you've seen in other videos. So that's 6 through 2.9. And I noticed it ran short. So I know my table conditions are playing slightly short at the moment. So I try 6 through 2.8. Notice it didn't hit 2.8, but that's what I'm aiming through the diamonds. I know my table is playing about a quarter diamond short in terms of the vanishing point. So instead of going to what would be a half a diamond from the rail, I'm going to go 3/4 of a diamond. See, my pinch there is at 3/4 of a diamond from the rail. And I'm adjusting with it. There's a lot going on here. I'm going to put it in a video at some point. It's not too much to memorize, but it's too much to explain as I'm shooting right now. But I make the hit slow speed. And now we'll kick at diamond 2. You're going to see me pinch 120% of the distance from the center line, which is 2.4, and I put that pinch on my spot. think I actually end up shooting a tiny bit long here, but I make the hit. Sometimes my touch isn't pure, but I've shot this a lot. And now to diamond 3. I'm 1 diamond from the center string, so I'm going to adjust by 1.2 there. You saw me put 1.2, and now I'm putting it at that 3/4 diamond spot. And I'll pivot. This is what the sliding spot looks like. It slides around depending on where the ball is, and then you're always looking back to the cue ball to find where to aim. Perfect. And then we'll try to kick the ball into the side pocket. From the side pocket, there is no adjustment because everything is based on the center line. So I'm putting my tip at 3/4 out. Again, this is specific to an 8-foot table under the slow playing conditions that I did the test shot for. Slow speed, just a gentle touch of top to get it to have a nice natural roll. Perfect again. And now we'll kick all the way down the table. This is going to be interesting. You're going to see me back up further. As I was saying earlier, the spot gets a diamond away. So here it's 100% of the distance. So I'm 1 diamond away from the center string. So I have to be 1 diamond back of that 3/4 spot. It's a pretty wide angle. This is a tough shot, but I'm pretty confident with the system. I'm not going to make 100% hits, but I do really well using this system. A lot of times it comes down to touch. So here that's 2 diamonds. I'm 2 diamonds from the center string. I put my tip at 3/4 from the rail, back up to the pinch. Leg up in the air, that's really nice. You can see I'm wearing socks. Another good hit, slightly long, but the goal here is to make the hit. And now you're going to see me way off the screen. I am 3 diamonds from the center string, so I need to be 3 diamonds behind that 3/4 spot. I am off the screen. I'm actually, the butt of the cue is around where that wall is, if you kind of looked where that is. And here's a secret to why I actually looked, I switched the balls to this orientation because I can't shoot slow speed in this room on the other wall because I'm too far away. And that really is a limitation, to be honest, of the sliding spot system is at slow speed. You really got to be like in a pool hall to make this work. It can be way far away. And this one right here, I need to be 4 diamonds, not just where I need to be, but the tip of the cue ends up 4 diamonds behind my baseline cross side shot. So I am 4 diamonds back where the tip is. I'm just estimating at this point, eyeballing it. So I back up and then I have to back up to where the butt of the cue would be. And I'm actually in a little like not quite a stairwell, but it's like the top of the stairs around that corner. And I am way out there, but it works. And that's all I'm concerned about is finding the spot in the distance that you need to aim at. That's what the sliding spot is all about.